Everyone wanted to date her in the 80s, and this is her recently. Tom Cruise, Top Gun. Tom Cruise's position as one of the highest paid actors globally is not unexpected, undoubtedly assuming the persona of Ethan Hunt in the critically acclaimed Mission Impossible franchise has been of great assistance to him in this regard. However, the three-time Golden Globe winner's success can also be attributed to his humble beginnings in the 1980s. After starring in the main roles of Risky Business and Top Gun, Cruz won recognition as a youthful, attractive, and promising actor. In 2018, he contributed to the Mission Impossible franchise once more with the release of Mission Impossible Fallout. Morgan Fairchild, Flamingo Road. Many individuals may not recall Morgan Fairchild's fleeting appearance on Dallas, in which she portrayed Jenna Wade. It was her starring role in Flamingo Road that propelled her to prominence as a 1980s serial opera actress. She portrayed the notorious Constance Weldon in the series, significantly enhancing her reputation. Despite the lack of lead roles since her time on Flamingo Road, Fairchild has managed to maintain her profile through several notable guest appearances. She appeared as a guest on the Nickelodeon animated series Rugrats in 2021. Tragedy attracts Glenn Close. Undoubtedly, Fatal Attraction was among the most viewed erotic films of the 1980s. Hollywood legend Glenn Close was the focal point of the film's alluring staging. Her performance as the ardent Alex Forrest in the film earned her a nomination for an Academy Award. It's noteworthy to mention that the directors of Fatal Attraction did not consider Close for the role of her character. However, her extraordinary performance explains why she's been nominated for 8 Oscars and won 3 Golden Globes throughout her career. She was nominated for an Academy Award in 2021 for her performance in the 2020 film Hillbilly Elegy. Drew Barrymore serves as extraterrestrial E.T. Given that Drew Barrymore is descended from a lineage of accomplished actors, her considerable success in the industry is not unexpected. She entered the mainstream at an exceptionally tender age after her performance in the 1982 film E.T. the Extraterrestrial. The majority of the 1990s and late 1980s were devoted to her becoming one of Hollywood's favored bad girls. Her bad girl behavior manifested itself in day-to-day existence, and she encountered complications that had the potential to significantly impede her professional trajectory. Nevertheless, she managed to endure and continues to be regarded as one of the most refined actresses in the history of cinema. The 2020 film The Stand-In featured her. John Stamos, Full House. Although General Hospital marked the beginning of John Stamos' acting career and earned him a Daytime Emmy nomination, it's his prominent role in Full House that's propelled him to prominence. He portrayed Jesse Katsopoulos on the television series from 1987 until its conclusion in 1995. Despite the lack of critical acclaim, Stamos was not bothered by the immense popularity that Full House bestowed upon his career. Later in his career, in contrast to several serial opera icons of the 1980s and 1990s, he was not devoid of significant roles. He assumed the main role in the 2021 television series Big Shot. Regarding Stefanie Powers, Heart to Heart. Among those mentioned on this list is Stefanie Powers, who was a participant in the heyday of Hollywood cinema. Her acting career commenced in the 1960s, and by the 1980s, she had amassed considerable experience, thereby setting an example for the up-and-coming. Notwithstanding her humble beginnings, she attained her pinnacle of notoriety during the 1980s. She attained this level of notoriety through her portrayal of Jennifer Hart in the mystery thriller series Heart to Heart. Powers maintains a consistent presence in the industry through her notable guest appearances on television series. 21 episodes on the series On the Verge featured her. Philip Michael Thomas of Miami Vice. Another actor whose role made him famous was Philip Michael Thomas, who appeared in Miami Vice. Those who viewed the series would recall him favorably for his performance as Detective Ricardo Tubbs. Following the release of Miami Vice, Thomas maintained his wealth via endorsements and advertisements. Over time, his attention transitioned from acting to his burgeoning psychic enterprise, and he ultimately ceased his acting career in 2011. Since his 2009 appearance in the short film Poet Soldier, he's hardly been in the public eye. An intriguing detail regarding Thomas is that he was the originator of the acronym EGOT, which stands for Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony. Helena Bonham Carter of Miami Vice. Helena Bonham Carter, if you're acquainted with her, one of the most distinctive actresses in the business. The Oscar nominee's unconventional character portrayals and fashionable sense of style have earned her acclaim. While Carter's prominence did not significantly increase until the 1990s, she was already quite active in the 1980s. She made several appearances in episodes of Miami Vice between 1986 and 1987. Before her role in the Harry Potter franchise, she had not achieved international renown. Positions in the industry could not be difficult to obtain for someone with her abilities. The Cleaner featured her as a guest star in 2021. Model Veronica Hamill is a fashion icon. In the 1980s, Hill Street Blues was among the most popular detective series. Widespread acquaintance with Veronica Hamill was facilitated by the program. She portrayed attorney Joyce Davenport for the duration of the television series. Hamill had already achieved notoriety before her performance in Hill Street Blues. During the 1970s, she was actively engaged in modeling and had even been featured in a handful of well-received advertisements. Although she's not as active as she once was, it's undeniable that she retains that impeccable sense of style. She was last seen in a Lost episode in 2010. Hazy Business by Rebecca De Mornay. Rebecca De Mornay alternated roles with Hollywood actor Tom Cruise in the film Risky Business. The film in question has been credited by numerous individuals with introducing Tom Cruise to public attention. The same can be said for Rebecca De Mornay. Although the majority of the younger demographic may still recognize her from Jessica Jones as Dorothy Walker, 80s aficionados will always cherish her performance as the call girl Lana in Risky Business. Later in her career, De Mornay achieved additional achievements, which contributed to her enduring presence in the industry. She reconvened her guest appearance as Penelope Decker in the 2021 film Lucifer. Keanu Reeves is associated with perilous relationships. Undoubtedly, Keanu Reeves is among the most well-known action performers worldwide. His two most well-known roles, The Matrix and John Wick, are unlikely to have escaped the attention of any film enthusiast. Despite becoming more well-known in the early 2000s with his role in the inaugural Matrix film, Reeves has been working in the film industry since the 1980s. He was a moderately renowned adolescent idol at the time, and he also appeared in the Academy Award-winning Dangerous Liaisons. Indeed, Reeves has made significant progress since that time. It was demonstrated by his performance in the 2020 film Bill and Ted Face the Music that he could also play comedic roles. The Facts of Life by Lisa Whelchel. Active Hollywood celebrities will tell you that the demanding nature of their profession makes daily life extremely difficult. However, Lisa Whelchel managed to find the time to engage in writing, public speaking, singing, and other activities in addition to acting. Her childhood performance as a Mouseketeer on the new Mickey Mouse Club may be familiar to you. She additionally appeared in The Facts of Life in the role of Blair Warner. Whelchel still manages to make time for the entertainment industry, appearing in a few episodes of Collector's Call in 2020, despite her other obligations. Stevie Lowe, St. Elmo's Fire. In the 1980s, some teen cinema idols were so renowned that they were even given specific names. This group was referred to as the Brat Pack, and Rob Lowe was a member. In addition to Demi Moore and Andrew McCarthy, he co-starred in several films with other adolescent celebrities. One such film was St. Elmo's Fire, which was among the era's most well-liked adolescent films. With nominations for Primetime Emmys and Golden Globes, Lowe is now an accomplished actor. The majority of his adult life has been devoted to starring in series. He became a member of 911 Lone Star in 2020 as one example. Fred Savage, Wonder Years. Most individuals are more acquainted with the juvenile Fred Savage. This is arguably because his youth was the most fruitful period of his acting career. The character he embodied during his adolescence, Kevin Arnold in The Wonder Years, is his most well-known. Devoting more time to directing rather than acting was a significant favor in Savage's declining popularity on screen. It appears that since his return to acting in 2017, he has once more developed a penchant for the limelight. While not appearing in the relaunched Wonder Years in 2021, Savage served as a director of the pilot.